I'm Christina Bitzer, and my daughter's name is Marlin. She is just about 6 months now, and she was 13 days old when we had the procedure done. I realized that there was something wrong with how she was breastfeeding right away because she wouldn't latch, and we really needed to just feed her off of a spoon, expressed milk on a spoon, and I knew that that wasn't normal, so something just wasn't right. I knew there'd be a challenge, but the fact that she couldn't eat at all wasn't anything that I had anticipated, so I had no idea what the problem was. I just knew something was wrong, but I didn't know what to do. I didn't know how to fix it. I was stressed. I was terrified that I couldn't breastfeed because that was going to be my baby's source of nutrition, and I didn't know what to do. I was trying, and we just weren't really getting anywhere. And the times that are supposed to be the most joyful when you're home with your baby, it was great. We had our new baby and we were excited, but it was just filled with a lot of tears, a lot of stress on my part and on Marlin's part as well. When Marlin would try to breastfeed, she would make a little bit of an attempt, but she couldn't latch, she couldn't suck, so she would get pretty frustrated. There was a lot of crying on her part, and we needed to try to find any way to feed her, so we actually resorted to needing to give her a bottle of expressed milk a lot sooner than what I had ever wanted to do for her. I first heard about tongue tie from our pediatrician. I never heard about it before, and then I heard about tongue tie again from our lactation consultant the next day, and they were both the ones who referred us to Dr. Agarwal for the procedure. The concerns that I had about the procedure were really just hoping that it would work very soon, because I was feeling at this point I couldn't go on doing what we were doing, just pumping all the time, attempting to get Marlin to nurse. So I was really excited to have the procedure done. I felt that everything was explained to us very, very well by the office staff, and Dr. Agarwal really put us at ease as well. So when we came to the office, Marlin was fairly calm. Dr. Agarwal explained the procedure to us, and it seriously felt, from the time that he explained everything and then he took the baby out to do the procedure, it felt like it was only minutes. And when she came back in, I had to ask, is everything done? Because I had a baby who was happy. She seemed content, and you never would have guessed that anything had happened. So that made me really happy. On the car ride home, she got a little fussy and she was hungry, so I can understand that. And that evening she was a little fussy, but I think again that has to do with her being hungry, and she calmed down very, very well by that evening. So it went really well. The day after the procedure, I said, we're not pumping, we're not gonna do this bottle thing, we're gonna work this out together. And she was nursing all by herself with a nipple shield the day after the procedure. And then I kept at that, and a week later after the procedure, she was able to nurse effectively without the shield. And it was really only a few days after the procedure that I was noticing that the pain was really subsiding, and just within, I'd say, a couple weeks, really, there was no more pain, there was no issues. She was eating fine, just as if there had never been a problem. If you're having any concerns about your baby's eating, if your baby has a tongue tie, I can't say enough that this is definitely a procedure that can be life-changing, both for your baby, for you, and really establish a positive relationship between the two of you. It saved us. We could not have been breastfeeding without it, and now every time when I feed my baby and she's content and she looks up at me and she smiles, I just think if we wouldn't have done this, we couldn't have had these experiences that we have. So don't hesitate. Don't let a tongue tie be the reason why you can't establish a wonderful breastfeeding relationship and interaction with your baby.